Despite all the criticism, they believe in this deal. I mean, they really believe. I mean, how did they justify it? So Felda at Eagle High, first cover for the year, La Joe. And the thing is, I have a feeling that we've been talking about this deal for so long. How long has it been?
18 months.
Yeah.
2015 June.
Yeah.
We wrote about FGV eyeing Eagle High.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're still kind of like defending the deal. But the good thing is, we actually managed to get them to respond to us. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. That was quite good, lah. I don't think they spoke to anyone else.
Yeah, and the other part was that when I was reading the responses, it seemed that they believe, despite all the criticism, they believe in this deal. I mean, they really believe. I mean, how did they justify it?
Okay, some of the things we spoke about on the phone with them when they answered, they kept saying, give us time, we have safety nets in place, and all the concerns that we've highlighted, they also know about it. Because some of the guys from Felda I've met are pretty sharp, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I hope the safety nets they're talking about are strong, lah, you know.
Yeah.
Then, like when we talk about, for example, Eagle High is loss-making, and so you'll have to tap into your own cash flow to service your debt. You know, they are aware of all that, you know, and they know that 505.4 is a high price, 580 rupiah per share compared to 298, I think, when it was trading at that point in time.
Yep.
So they know there's a massive premium. They have to justify it, you know.
Yeah.
And what they're saying is they will disclose everything once the Indonesian side gets back to them.
But the thing is, so you think, I mean, after writing all of this for so long, do you think it's justified that we should give them the benefit of the doubt, that it is wait and see? Because that's what I'm gaining from the cover. They says like, look, you don't know the whole story. We'll wait for the whole story. When the whole story comes, you know, it's like that movie twist. It'll make sense.
You see, the thing is, when FGV first announced that they're going to buy it, JP Morgan was telling them, don't buy. The advisors that JP Morgan is advising Felda now.
Yeah.
But it seems FGV was not offered this price, 505.4. So we don't know if they would have accepted. But of course, behind the scenes, there's a lot of politics, a lot of things being said. You don't know what's true, you don't know what's not. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a certain stigma to the whole deal. And 18 months to close is, you know, a very long time.
Exactly.
So they were saying, this is how we got it so cheap. You know, but to us it doesn't look cheap, 5.4 is still a lot of money, you know.
Yeah, and I think that they are, I mean, I can see what they say that, oh, we have access to a lot of land bank, etc., etc. They even tried to pull up this comparison with KLK and MLP Evans and what Sime Darby did. But here's the biggest sticking point. You want to pay a lot, fine. But you are paying for something that's not a controlling stake. KLK, Sime Darby, at least you're not paying for the seat at the table, you're paying for the entire table. But these guys are just paying just for like what, one board seat, 2 representatives. I think that's why people are
it's not only that though, like when I speak to them, they come across as very bright, very intelligent fellows, you know. But then when you go through the Auditor General's report, what you see is like even such basic things as doing a proper due diligence hasn't been done before, you see, for small projects. And so what about this big one? You know, 505.4 million US, a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
And so if you can't get the small stuff right, how about the big ones? But I mean, as you said, the benefit of the doubt, maybe for what, 1-2 weeks, maybe a month at the most, we should find out what's going on, you know?
Yeah. Okay, and then, but we talked about the money, we talked about the price we paid, but the thing I think people don't realize is that, you know, this isn't some cash sitting there. These are settlers. These are settlers who sit in Barisan Nasional's heartland voting, you know. So ultimately, when they look at this deal, and some have fought police reports and MCMC, they don't think it's a good deal either. I mean, what will it mean for them if you have to pay this 505?
I mean, 48 out of 54 constituencies, Felda, BN. So I think they'll tread very carefully, considering next year, or latest August 2018, will be elections.
Yeah.
So they have to be very careful. BN has to be very careful how they handle this.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they know about it. If we know, I'm sure they do as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess that when they do make the justification, the safety nets all should be okay, I guess.
No, but for me, the issue's always been that, you know, it's still other people's money that you are putting forward. Will this, and are you making a purchase that's in their best interest?
It's the same thing with Tabung Haji, with PNB and all. You know, it's not their money, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
So of course, if you can see in the Q&A, we asked them if there was any political connection. And of course they said no. So you can see, we asked them what we had to ask them. But how they answer is up to them, and I guess in time we'll know whether it's a good deal or not. But so far everyone is negative, other than that handful of Felda guys I spoke to. Everyone.
For more on the stories, pick up a copy of The Edge Weekly at all good newsstands.